Hey everybody, how are we doing tonight? My name is Shadowkin, aka the real Shadowkin, aka Shadow, aka Bob. You can call me Space Bob. Gonna call me Space Bob tonight. How's it going, KCD? Welcome to the storm. KC Dust Storm. Okay, I got that just now. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Just tuning in. Gonna be doing some couple different games tonight. Some old, some new. Kind of had some fun last night. We tried Mars Horizon. It was all right. I think it needs some work. It's a little like you feel like really disconnected from the game. Like you don't feel like you're in control of your rockets at all. It's kind of bothersome. Yeah, so I'm gonna be. I started a hardcore mode KSP game last night. I've kind of went back through and did a little mod work. So I've got 2 mods in there that are kind of key to really getting through things. So we're going to touch that. We've also got a couple new games that I've grabbed. One of them is actually Kingdoms Reborn, which I do want to just touch on it. I don't want to really play it too much because it seems like a good bit, but it is a multiplayer game, so it could be pretty fun. It's like a kingdom builder, and you can play on multiplayer. I thought it'd be kind of cool for all of us to do together, maybe. We also have got God, what else did I grab? I grabbed another space game. Okay, here. So I'll show you the 2 space games. You guys get to choose. Thanks, Casey. Welcome. Yeah, it's so if you guys notice, these are actually new. I replaced one of those with these. This is for the new guest setup for the spacebar on Fridays. This will allow us to host up to 3 guests, including Sarah and I. So if you don't know about the spacebar, 10 p.m. Eastern. It's all Star Citizen. We have a blast. Bring your questions. It's all about being interactive. That's what it's all about. So, yes, Spurs. So this new piece of the setup lets me bring in, like I said, 3 different guests, plus Sarah. So should be super cool. I'll be able to, and what I'm hoping to get to is a point where we can drop in people, and then like kind of like the Tonight Show, where, you know, guest comes in, sits down, first guest, that guest moves over, next guest comes in, sits down, and they can kind of all like interact throughout the whole night, and then you have like your last big guest or whatever. And, you know, you kind of just, that kind of interaction I think was great. So that's kind of the goal that I'm shooting for. So this will allow us to do that. This is the permanent version of it. So I've kind of been hashing it together and seeing if it'll work, and it works great. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. I'm going to be doing, we're going to be doing an IE walkthrough this Friday. So Captain Burks is actually doing an event with his corp on Friday. So he's moved to the 4th. So December 4th, Captain Burks will be here. I'm looking for another guest right now. If we find one Friday, great. If not, we're going to do the IE walkthrough anyway. I just found out tonight, so I'll scramble and see if we can find somebody. If not, it's just gonna be Sarah and I. We'd have a blast anyway. Plus, you know, it's all about you guys anyway. So we'll be doing that. So that's fun. So tonight, like I said, I was thinking tonight maybe get into like a hardcore KSP game, or if there's some games that you guys want to play. Okay. So let me show you the 2 games that I was looking at. And you guys can pick which one you want me to play, because they're both unfortunately single player. So the first one is called Tin Can. So let me give you the audio. We'll play it through here. It's called Tin Can, which is hilarious. Okay, so let's go here. So I should be able to go here. Don't play it. Okay. All right. So this is called Tin Can. You'll get it right when you actually, you know, can see it happen. Here we go. Your ship's on fire. You're gonna escape pod.
Technical support. Your number 356 on the queue. Your estimated waiting time is 3 hours, 50 minutes. Please hold the line. A technician will be with you shortly. Good luck.
Son of a bitch. I thought it was actually pretty funny. So that's one, and that's in space tech support can't hear you scream. I just thought it was awesome. So it does look pretty neat. That's one. The other one is this game, which it's got like mixed reviews right now. Some of them are really good. Some of them are not good. Like the most recents are really good.
There's a testudo.
Let me go back here. So this one's called Astronauts.
So, there's a testudo heavy lifter in just about flyable, if not exactly safe condition, waiting to be scrapped in the boneyard. And I need to be off Calais by tonight, or the Adeamis are going to cut my hand off. My favourite hand.
My favourite hand.
Problem number 1. The thing's got more holes in it than a sieve. Somehow, I'm going to have to patch it and reflood the O2. And nothing good comes easy, right? Problem 2. I don't actually know how to fly a testudo heavy lifter. Thankfully, cozying up to that furloughed pilot stuck on the station has paid off. She's in. Last, but for sure not least, the reactor. Never quite started one up. But how hard could it be? It's just nuclear fusion. I admit, this plan is a little questionable. But if I've learned anything out here, it's that rules are for suckers. Time to go steal a spaceship.
Time to go steal a spaceship. So it's another. This is actually early access. Yeah, it does. I don't watch TV, but I think I know who you guys are talking about. Either way, it sounds hot. Not gonna lie. So here's another video from it. This one was actually pretty funny.
So you want to talk about Earth? I've been doing every kind of long-haul job in the system for 15 years. I've smuggled contraband Luska out of Atlantis. I've traded hacked Ubik telecom nodes to the Kalec shipbreakers for gray market tokamaks. I've dodged snakehead protection rackets in Port Tharsis. I've seen cloud pirates drop a Cal government aerostat down the well on Venus. But Earth? Anybody who told you different is spinning you a fairy tale. Nobody's been at Earth. Not in a long, long time.
Yeah, so it's like some of these movies are very misleading. So I don't know if you guys know, back in it was actually late last year, Steam put down a mandate that you couldn't post a game without a majority of the videos being actual gameplay. This leads nothing to like what you read the game's description is about. This actually seems really cool if you could like do this. I never saw this one. What was that? Hold on. Look at that. So I don't know. I mean, it's like some of the most recent reviews are really good. I'm not really usually heavy into the reviews, but I do like the new review system where they do recent versus old time. But yeah, I mean, if they put half of the quality of what they did for the movies into the game, then it really seems like it's worth it. Both games seem really worth it. So I haven't really decided yet. But I was going to let you guys help me decide. I don't think this one's multiplayer either, which kind of sucks. Yeah, it's single player. See, that sucks. Super dramatic. Nice. Yeah, so I mean, it looks good. It's just, I don't know. I can't put my finger on either of them. Like, I see this reactor screen and it just makes me excited, but this is the only screen that I've seen in the game, so I'm looking at the screen here. It's got Chinese on it. Hey, go get Jenny. Pix, see if she can read this. It probably says the same thing. Ratio, power, flow. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it. So anyway, let's bring this music back up. Okay. Sorry, I'm waiting for the audio to catch up. All right, that's good. Anyway, so what do you guys think? One of these two games, Kerbals. We try Mars Horizons again. We could do, what was that? There's a new game, Kingdoms Reborn. I actually bought this one because I was like, this looks really good. I'll show you this game. It actually looks pretty awesome. Because I don't really care tonight. I'm kind of just chillaxing. So this is Kingdoms Reborn. This is the one I just bought. This is actually pretty cool. Oh, shit. Hold on. Seems kind of cool. I bought this already. I may or may not play this on stream. It might be a little boring. Penguins! But yeah, it's multiplayer too, which is kind of neat. Exuberacity already has it as well, so kind of neat. And then I think there was another one. Oh, the Real Politics. I'm gonna wait for that one to actually tick in. How's it guns, dude? Way to go, buddy. It's one for you, baby. Anno 1800? No, Linear. This looks actually way better than that. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So I don't know. We're kind of deciding what we're going to play tonight. So it's between Kerbals and hard mode, which the goal is to land Kerbals on the moon and get them back. Kingdom Reborn, the game I was just looking at, and then the other two, which were we watched the videos for, Tin Can and Astronauts. All of them look pretty good. No, definitely Kerbals. I am kind of vengeful for the game last night because it wasn't really doing. I mean, I hadn't played it in so long, so I forgot how hard it was to go through the science cycle. It's a bit grindy, especially when you set it in hard mode, because then it's impossible to gain. Man! All right, let me check one thing real quick here, because I set up a mod last night and then I pulled it back out, and then I think it fucked something up. It's not hard to fix though. Okay, no, it seems like it's okay. I forget where we left off now. Did we kill anyone last night? Move Elon Musk, yeah. We can do that. We have the technology. Can you not give me a black? There we go. Yeah. Come on. Bring that up. Get a little. I think. Oh, there it goes. The game decides when it wants to run. I love these startup pictures too. Can you imagine cats? I mean, cats would really hate zero gravity, I think. Or microgravity, sorry. I mean, theoretically, you could be in zero gravity if you were not in the direct influence of any body, but you're kind of always in some sort of. Okay. Evidently, I've loaded some extra shaders, so I think that's what's taking so long. Although this is new too. The arm, they've added like robotics and stuff, which is really neat. I've not messed with any of that yet. I'm like all about creating lifters that are 100% reusable. Not like just the first phase booster thing. I make everything come back. It's actually pretty fun. I went looking for my old games and I just can't find them anywhere. I had them somewhere. I had a whole series of stuff built. It was pretty awesome. So first thing we had to do is get a ComSat network set up, which is pretty easy. It's actually one of the most fun things to do. Lost forever. Yeah. Yeah, setting up the comm network is actually really fun because I do it. I launch 4 satellites on one payload and then space them out. It actually works out pretty good. And since I have the hard mode turned on, it forces you to basically set polar ones as well, which makes it even harder. This is taking forever to start up. What's up, BST? Ooh, everybody boss up. Boss it up! You're gonna need it. IAE's coming this week, guys. The big Star Citizen convention. Sarah and I will be walking through the halls of the IAE convention on Friday for the space bar. Should be pretty fun. Not sure who's going to be joining us, if anyone, but we will find out soon enough. I'll probably tweet it out as soon as I know. So yeah, looking forward to that. That's super cool. So here we go. Okay, so I forget what did we do? What did we do here? Yeah, this. Oh, that's right. I failed this one mission. Let's just kind of. They blacked out. I brought them back alive, but they flipping blacked out. Can't help it, you're a pussy. All right. Build a orbital station around Kerbin. Oh, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that anyway. Wow, that's a lot of fuel. Maintain stability. Put your station in orbit. Have a facility supporting 9 Kerbals. Holy crap. Build a station that has an antenna, docking ports, and generating power. Yeah, it's 9 Kerbals is pretty ridiculous. All right, fuck it. We're going for Team Space Y. Space Y. Inclination. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. All right. All right, here we go. I think I've got everything upgraded. And we are coming home. Holy crap, Stuart and I, we freaking rocked Pixel's Alter Ego. I forget where I was at with this one. I know, I kicked ass. Okay, so this is where I was trying to build one big unit. That's just never gonna work. So what we're gonna do is build a booster first. So we're gonna call this bitch. So we need a boost phase that's gonna basically allow us to lift everything. Or we just keep consistently making it bigger and bigger and bigger. See, I added some mod in here that added a shit ton of command modules. Actually, a shit ton of everything. Kind of annoying. Because like as soon as that mod goes out of date and nobody updates it, you're pretty much housed. Alright, fuck it, we're gonna start a new game. I can't do that. There's just too much crap in there. Excessive hours amount of time before I learned that you can upgrade tower. Oh crap, Linear, seriously? You were playing with the dirt runway and all that? Damn, son. That's hardcore. Alright, we're gonna go wide here. Bitch, I sleep and fight. Fight me! What's up, Phoenix? How you doing, buddy? Wait. How How far behind? Oh, you guys want to know? All right, here, let's go to the top. Let's go to the top 10 here. Top 10. Top 10. Holy shit. Ballistic Cowboy, number 1, 58,017. Stuart, 50,480. And you guys are owning everybody. Junior's next closest, 25,911. To see Rex behind him, 24,000. Bunsen, 20,000. Tubbs, 19,000. Carrot 18. Miss Physics. And where's Miss Ben? I haven't seen Miss Physics in a while. 13K. Fledger, 13K. Sage, 12. Capsa, 11. Capsa, I haven't seen him in a while, too. Actually, he's usually Fridays. Oh no, dude, no, Stuart, dude, that was an awesome amount of madness you dropped in there. Thank you. I actually do appreciate that. All right, so let's oh shit, not that. All right, I gotta go uninstall this real quick because it's just basically gotten sussed up. Because if you try and uninstall mod, it just like freaks the fuck out. No, I don't want to freak the fuck out. Because I'd like to actually play the game. All right, so let's do uninstall real quick. It takes like 2 seconds. All right, uninstall. Go to my T drive. I don't have 16 drives like some people have. He's not here, so you wouldn't get it. So if you ever see Bad Wolf, ask him why he has 16 hard drives in his computer. Just ask him. He'll love it. Why is it bringing it back? That's weird. It's like the game was still running. It keeps bringing it back. What the hell? Oh! I have this on drive stream, that's why. Look at that. It's rebuilding the directory. Oh god, I can't delete it. That's hilarious. Shit. I forget where I have that replicating from. This is probably why I had the problem last night. I couldn't figure out where the hell shit just kept coming back. Alright, hold on. I think I can just kill this for now. And it should be okay. And kill that. Alright. Oh, you know what? It's cloud saves. I bet you it's cloud saves. Maybe? What do you think? What do you think? Maybe? No, it was drive. Okay. All right. We're good. All right. Here we go. Installing T. This will take like 2 minutes. Make sure I just have this set full speed here. Yep. Okay. All right. There she goes. All right. So now we're going to go CCAN once it loads. All right. So we're going for, I lead for like 3 hours, right? Yeah. So we're taking suggestions for new sound bites and stuff. I actually always taking suggestions for new stuff. So drop it in the suggestions channel in Discord. Jump into Discord if you're not there. So yeah, I'll be adding a bunch of those, and I'll make them all available to you guys for you know, the usual shots. I know I get excited too. I'm gonna have to put in a whole bunch of keep firing, asshole. You know, the good ones for like space ones. Or here's the way out about. Duel it out, boys. Duel it out. So can you actually set a cost for how much you duel? I've never even messed with it. Ooh, the boss is up, guys. Everybody boss up. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Alright, so we're gonna flip this over to Kerbal Space Program. Oops, wrong button. Excuse me. God, I have 23 people on my friends list that have this game. Wouldn't it be great if they had multiplayer? But can't wait till we can start partying again. So you guys don't know, I'm in Ohio and they just instituted new lockdown rules, so super fun. If you actually listen to them. The more you know. Oh God, that's a good one, Stuart. Good luck. We're all counting on you. I speak two languages, English and bad English. Yes, and Ruby Rod. All classics. We'll definitely check those out. Hey, how are you doing tonight, buddy? I'm doing great. How are you? I've got blood work in the morning, so I can't drink. So we're gonna blow up vegetables. All right, so we've got the game installed. So now we should go yeah, go huh. Sorry, something's in my nose, driving me nuts. All right, kill that. Come on, C-Cam, let's go. I didn't think I hit it. There we go. All right, yes, check for updates. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Got, hey, sorry, how's it going? I was just letting everyone know a bit ago, the change for this weekend for Friday. So, Captain Burke's moving to the 4th of December. We're going to be doing an IAE walkthrough this week, so it should be pretty fun. So I'm updating. So this is CCAN. This is a really nice community-driven mod loader. It's really nice when it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. It's very bright. There's no white mode. I'm gonna leave this out for right now because it's not required. So we're just gonna do that because I think that's what screwed it up last time. So then, oh God, what the hell was the name of that thing? Resizer. Damn it. Can't think of the name of it. All right, screw it. We're going without it. Going without it. One mod. Mech Jab helps you consistent. Yes, water. I know. It is. I got blood work in the morning, so I can't skew that blood work. It's not really me. Yeah, this is Zia, the experimental interactive assistant, impersonating Shadowkin. Good evening, Dave. It's me. You want to come pinch me? Don't pinch me, it hurts. Yeah, it is. It's pretty weird. Yeah, if we were playing Among Us, you could just pretty much throw me off the ship every time. It totally says, it's me. Probably throws me off anyway because I'm the one that just causes problems. Like it wasn't him. He was just causing problems anyway. I played with Horton yesterday, one game, just to jump into this. That's all I had time for. It got down to being me and the suspect, and me and the one other person and the suspect. I knew who it was. I was like, ah. Game's pretty easy if you just think a little bit. Okay, so don't show again. We're gonna go here. We're gonna jack everything up. High scatter density, terrain scatters, full res. Yeah, it is a little weird to like not have something right there. It's like something there's missing. Okay, terrain shader qualities, ultra, FDX on, reflection mesh mode, reflection refresh mode. Sure, let's just go high. Aerodynamics quality, normal. God, they've added so many things in here. Orbit line fade reversed, ComNet brightness array factor. All right, well, let's accept that first. I think that's all we change. We don't know what happened to the guy wearing the ring. Right? Oh yeah. I wish Kerbals had red shirts because every one of them would get one. I'm actually really, I think I'm really good at the game. I like to like be meticulous to keep everybody alive. I had one game I played quite a bit. Got all the way, landed on Mars, or Duna is what it's called. And then, oh shit, I forgot to put my flag in. Actually, I think I can hot it in there. Hold on. Oh shit, I removed it. Shit. So I put it on my Google Drive, and I closed my Google Drive because it was replicating my game engine DCL assets into it. I could restart it. Should be alright. This will be interesting to see what happens. Especially since it might just break the game. Hold your breath. Let's see, media. I think I put it in here, maybe. Nope. Nope. Purple logo. There we go. Boom. All right. Copy that over to y'all. T. Steam library. Turtle space program. Game data. Squad. Flags. I always jump in here because it never gets deleted. There we go. Is it in there? There it is. Okay. Here we go. I was gonna try this. It's a stupid song. I don't like this song. Okay. Here we go. Shadow. What did I call it last thing? Dynamics. Fuck it. We're weak with names tonight. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Where's my flag at? Come on. Where are you at? Oh, come on. It didn't load it. Damn it. Oh, so much for hot loading. Alright, drop out real quick. We will get to the mun tonight. No, you guys know what the Scotty principle was? The Scotty principle? So the Scotty principle was always say you can get it done in twice the amount of time. So when you get it done in half the amount of time, you look good. That was the Scotty principle. Smart. Yeah, Scotty was smart. Like, fuck that, I ain't going down there. I love that screen. Yeah, the Scotty principle is the best. Like the one he came back, he came on Enterprise, the next gen, and him and Jordy, I think it was. He's like, no, don't do it. Tell him it takes twice this amount of time. I love that. You're like, it's good. No, that's 6 hours for 2. Nice. We will get there. I'm pretty quick usually, even with the meticulous hard mode. All right, here we go. Starting game. Start new. Come on, flag. There we go. Now we got it. All right, so we customize. We start with hard. No rebooting flights. No missing crewman. No entry purchase. We do that because it gets a little meticulous with buying. Indestructible facilities. No, we don't do that. We don't include stock vehicles. We allow other launch sites because it's actually pretty cool. I don't care about resources. I never mind them anyway. I max this out. I max that out. Just because it's 0 starting rep, science rewards, we're just gonna, it just doesn't really matter because I'm gonna go and max all this stuff out anyway. Just so we can kind of start on the same level. I'm gonna set reputation to 100 just because it's fair. Maximum fun penalties. And then we're gonna do require signal for control. Plasma blackout. Nope. Range modifier is gonna be 1. This is really finicky if it's not. It like messes with the DSN stuff. Part upgrades are allowed. Building impact damage modifier remedy by default. Resources. Obey crossfeed. Man, they've added so many things. So we do G-forces. I love playing with G-forces. Part limits, part pressure failures. Turn all that on. It's awesome. Allow negative funds. Yes, because we are a real space program. Most space programs operate on a budget. Roger, how's it going? Salute, my friend. That was make out of those Kerbal Souls, right? Let me chill and mess you. So they had a really cool mod that lets you it let you actually sit in mission control as you launch your rockets. And the only thing you could see on the rocket was from the ground view, and then any camera you had on your rocket, which was freaking awesome. And the only way you can go into the rocket was if you had a Kerbal in it, and then you could only take the EVA seat. You had to work everything the way that the Kerbal would work. It was like there was no exterior, like cheater mode. It was the best mod ever, but they stopped up. Whoever made it stopped updating it, and really upset me. That was easily one of the coolest mods. That was what I was actually hoping that Mars game would do, the Mars Horizon. But you literally push a button, and then it comes back with a percentage sign of what your success rate was, and it's like, what? You were 67% successful on your launch. Okay. It's not very descriptive. It was just like, I don't know how they see that that's like a game when it comes to that. But anyway, I'm going in and just modifying the save real quick. All my stuff came back. Oh boy. Alright, well, I guess that's always going to be a thing. I got to turn that off somewhere. Alright, so it's SCI. Alright, yeah. Well, science I don't need. Funds is what I need. Okay. We're getting fat bank here. Alright, that should do it. Here we go. So we're going to be able to upgrade everything off the bat. We're going to max science, which is good. Allows us to build the vehicles that we would normally be able to build right now. And there's no like fake stuff in here. They have like a nuclear drive, which is actually really a real thing. They have a over amplified Xeon electric drive, which is pretty wild too. Again, probably not entirely plausible, but it does require fuel, so it is pretty accurate. That's actually it right there, the little ion drive in the back. Yes, I have built spacecraft like that before. Just strap seats to the side of it. It's not, well, it doesn't go very well. Actually, there was for the longest time, you could take them straight through atmosphere, cook them. It didn't matter. Didn't hurt them. Now it kills them. So don't do that. Bad idea. Alright, so start game, resume save, look at that, my other ones came back. Oh, that was annoying. So linear, there's this cool thing that you could do. You can actually upgrade your facilities. I don't know if you knew that. If you missed the chat earlier, Linear played like the game for the longest time not knowing you couldn't upgrade things. That's pretty bad. I'm still gonna run out of money. Holy shit. Okay, so we're gonna upgrade all these. If you guys ever played this and you've not played it since this update, the last or one of the updates where they added the upgrade in, driving around this thing, build a rover and just drive around it. It's actually really well detailed. It's pretty fun. Nice. Well, I'm sorry you had to figure it out the hard way. So I'm just gonna rip through the tree here. Oh well. Yeah, we're starting like right on time here. So the first goal is going to be to build a properly functioning returnable booster. Because we're all about saving money, not just sending it up in the atmosphere and setting it on fire. Patton, welcome to the show, my friend. Each building counts as a... Oh yeah, Patton, you're totally right. Yeah, that's another cheat to the early science games. You such a great... Good catch there. Yeah, there's one where you actually drive in a little lake and it's its own biome too. It's kind of funny. Yeah, the buildings are actually really cool. I can't wait till like... I'm so excited for Kerbal Space Program 2, but I'm trying to like not get too excited because it's so far delayed out. But I seriously hope that they like do it right. Because man, I mean, if it's half as good as it looks, and seeing some of the like modular stuff that it seems like they're going to be using, that's going to be so cool. Can't wait for that. Why wouldn't you send it down? So set it on fire. Because it costs a lot of money. Trust me, it won't be on fire on the way up. I never slow anything down. I just go full bore. I don't even care. It's actually better that way. But that was when it was still Star Theory. Oh yeah, good point. I've talked to Nate personally. He showed me some stuff that they made. Oh, very nice. Nice. That's very cool, man. Yeah, I'm stoked about it. I mean, for me, it's hard to not get stoked about it, but it's like, I'm so glad I'm so busy with other stuff because I'd be looking at it every single day waiting for it to come out. Alright, so what we're going to do is build like a set of boost phase. I'm just going to call this BSO1 just because it's first booster. I'll put a number on how many tons it can lift. That's usually how I do it. Yeah, 2022. That's alright though. I don't have time to play right now anyway. Okay, so let's get the right tanks on this bad boy. Actually, we're going to go for a big booster because I know how this thing is going to work. We're going to start chucking shit into orbit and it's going to be really heavy. Plus, it's good to start with because if you can return your booster, it actually turns out to be pretty cheap to run. Oh god, that's a bit huge. That's a bit bigger than I wanted. I guess I could start with that. Not that. Come on, where's the right one? No. Oh, this one was the one that might be not the... So I'm looking for the fuel extender that comes out. Maybe this one? Ah, there it is. Got it. So let's go with that for its first startup. Then let's go with... So I like this twin booster that is really nice. Although this one's better. It's pretty damn efficient. Yeah, so I'm actually curious what will happen next. I feel like they're gonna do it right still. I think this is the wrong size. Yeah, that's what I thought. I want to get a double stack that's that long. It's the same one. Oh wait, I should go by mass. It'd be quicker. Nope. How is that bigger? Okay, that's the one I keep pulling out. That's smaller. So there's no one in between that. Great. Alright, we're just gonna grab two of these then. No, not that one. It's grabbing the wrong one. That one. That's the right one. Alright, so we're gonna grab that, and then there was a cool twin booster with a set of rockets on it, and I think that was in a mod. Oh yeah, guys, boss it up. Boss it up, buzz it up. Let's do it. Win them points. This is the one I'm looking for. Okay, so this is like a good solid start. So what we do is now we have to put these really like strong control bands on it, which are in a mod. Damn it! This is gonna make this really hard. This is gonna make this really hard. So we don't have grid fins, and the wings in this game are, well, they just like to explode. Let's go with that. So what's the resizer? What was the resizer called? Do you remember, Patton? When you could resize Tweak scale. Tweak scale. That's what I need. All right, we're going to save this real quick. I'm going to load tweak scale. So tweak scale is really cool. It lets you change the size. It scales up, scales down each part. Super handy for what I'm about to do, and I'll show you why. So what I use is these massive air brakes. And that lets me slow the thing down before it catches on fire and explodes. Tweak scale. There we go. Apply. Apply. I'm not loading that shit. Collection of parts to make your rockets reusable. Oh, that sounds... Oh, God, I want to click it. But I know it's probably going to... Screw it. I'll find out. I don't believe in slowing things down. No. So there's a concept of you can never have too much fuel unless you're on fire. Yeah. Well, okay. So just here's the concept of slow. 29,000 meters per second to about 1,700 meters per second. Kind of smart. Okay, so there was a Space Y. Yeah, I don't think it's made anymore. Space Y used to be a cool mod. I don't think it's up. I don't think it's up to key. All right, here we go. No more delay. Straight to the mun. First shot. No, just kidding. That's a bad idea. It's a very bad idea. I've tried it. I've done it. Pixar's alter ego goes down. Hangry Sarah comes out swinging. Stewart, BST, all winners. Very nice. I didn't think. So yeah, it's not. It's a concept. Slow is a concept. I didn't say I actually did slow. If you only knew the many times I've broken the law. Yeah, so I guess there was some stuff that came out with Star Citizen, a leak of the new ship. I don't know if any of you guys saw it. Of the Nomad. The leak doesn't look like a ship that would come out of CIG, but I don't really follow leaks. I don't really care about it. I just happened to be watching somebody's channel and it showed it. Oh, the Perseus. Okay, so I did not see anything on the Perseus. Well, actually, we don't really know with either one of this, so there's no real speculation. We should find out tomorrow, though, right? IC will probably drop. I'm guessing. Because the show goes live tomorrow, right? Scale, yeah, that's fine. Single thing that I would never be. So was there anything that kind of piqued your interest, guys? Anything except the Nomad, exactly? Are we sure that is the Nomad? It's the one with like the 4 boxes around it. Friday is the start line. Okay, so usually that means like Thursday night, but I'm not sure what they're sticking to this year. Okay, so this is why we loaded that mod. This is super cool. Check this out. So I can take this brake, right? It's atmospheric brake. Excuse me. Part of what I'm having to do is not eat. So it's definitely screwing with my stomach. All right, so you see I have these grid fins? So what I could do is scale them up. See, now they're really fucking big brakes. And it turns out I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to do 6 so they don't overlap. Because I don't cheat. So there's a thing with collision in this game that most parts don't collide like all the time. They collide when you least need it. So remember that as well. So what these grid fins do are essentially what SpaceX kind of thing does. Just basically slows it down. Right. Yeah, that's usually what they do. So well, that's good. That's also the reason why we do the show on Friday, because we get Inside Star Citizen, we get Star Citizen Live, or whatever the hell they're calling it. Whatever show they do on Friday. So it actually works out great for us. So Friday, we will be walking the expo. Oh, I can't wait. I know it's gonna be fun. Oh, guys, look, there is grid fins. This must have been in that release. Nice. Okay, so we're totally putting grid fins on this bitch. So put those up there. Put 4 of those. I love reusable stuff. This is like all things right in my life. Okay, so extend fin. Yep. Okay, so that clears. That's good. We should probably move these down a little bit though. We want them to be a little bit aerodynamic. I don't think it's really gonna matter. Actually, we can get a little fancy with that. Go right there. Yeah, that should do. Because when these extend, yeah, see? Alright, so what we want to do is lower their deploy angle as well. Because we don't want them to go too far. Right about. Okay, they're gonna ignore the delimiter. Maybe it's the authority limiter? They're just not paying attention at all, are they? Okay, here. Ah, there we go. 16, so yeah, we want them to be right about there. So it's the maximum drag. Maximum drag. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we bring those back in. Sorry, I've got something itching the shit out of my nose right now. Who's thinking about me? Stop it. All right. We could do bids on the bottom as well. I've actually found this works. But I think we're going to stick with regular wings this time. There's a wing that does really good with high heat. So if you click this out, you can actually see how much it takes, how much heat it can take. So that's 2400, that's 2400, that's 2400. There's one that, oh, so 20, okay, so they're all 2400 now. Perfect. All right, so we're just gonna grab a set of these. You don't need like a lot of guidance actually. In fact, you don't really need any. This helps you to kind of like get the bottom straight as you're coming back down in. Okay, so we're gonna save that. All right, so now what we need is the ability to turn. So they have these things called reaction wheels that we use. I like to stack these on here. I do 2 of them because then we need some extra power. So we do 1,000. Nope. Yeah, you never want to run out of power. Bad things happen when you run out of power. So we're going to put a nuke inside of here because it gives it just enough energy. We're cheating. We're putting those on the inside because that's just how we roll. All right. That's a cheat where things don't collide. But I built it into the booster, so we're good. All right, so now what we need is we need the ability to communicate with this thing. So we're gonna just put 4 of these antennas on there. That should give us, as long as we're within our comm array, we should be fine. I'm gonna put those actually right here. Gives them the least ability to be affected by heat. It'll shroud heat up over it. Plus they're right above the fin, so it should work pretty good. How do I know it's a pioneer than disposable, possibly a players and servants? Yeah, I'm sorry to Nomad as well. Aries. Damn those expos. Oh, I know, buddy. I've been saving up. Tell you what, Pioneer is going to be a great ship. I got one for me and I got one to rent. I think that is easily going to be one of the best ships in the game. I hope that it's everything that I hope it is. Okay, so we won't need science on this sucker. We shouldn't need anything cargo-wise. This is basically just a lifter. Okay, so parachutes. This is where we have to go mental. And when I mean mental, I mean mental. Because bringing this bitch down is tricky. Alright, so we're going to position the first set there. I'm going to put these antennas actually up here so they don't get torqued with. But we are going to put them in line. Okay. So you literally put 16. Oops, shit. literally put like 16,000 fucking shoots on this thing and pray to God they stay on. Once in a while you get failures, which is really exciting. I could do drag shoots, that probably would be better. I'm gonna do a set of drag shoots. I've actually never done this before. This will be fun. Okay, so just keep my staging correct. Okay, so we've got lift, we've got rotation, we've got... What else do we need? We've got power, we've got power regen, we've got the... We just need to add, let's see, payload bay, which we'll use a... No, not a 3, we'll use a 2.5. So, like, this would be like your shroud. So you could build, like, you know, kind of wild-ass shrouds. You'd never do that, but... get rid of the clamshell. Oh, shit. Ooh, neat. You make gold. Kind of cool. Alright, so get rid of that fairing. It's ugly. Alright. When do you just get... To North Korea? What? If North Korea is buying spaceships. Okay, so what I have to do is actually get... So, take that. So this is the save. So what we have to do is we have to test this, and what we're going to do is test to see how much it can lift by itself. If I turn on MechJeb, it should tell me some details about what this thing should be able to do. So let's go vessel info. This is where things get a little crazy. This is where math gets involved. Thank God it's all auto-calculated. Alright, so our vehicle information says we're at a 2.03 surface to takeoff rate, which is not very good. That's not very good at all. This cannot lift very much. I'm gonna guess this can lift 5 tons. So what we do is we take a fuel cell or something that weighs about a set amount. Oh, here we go. Perfect. 5 tons. So 1.98. Oh, actually, it's going to be more than 5 tons. We'll take 2 of those. So 10 tons. Still working pretty good, actually. So what you're looking at is down here is this delta V in a vacuum. It's about 38,700 or 33,800, sorry. Delta V is what you need to get to orbit, as long as you put it in the right. Hey, Junior, how's it going? You're way up the ranks, by the way. You're number 3 right now, Junior. Congratulations. 25,000 points, or shots. Let's bounce it up, guys. So... what I'm going to do now, this will easily get my comsats into orbit, so I'm going to save this. I'm going to give it some, I'm going to have to do some structure. We should test launch it. Should. It's pretty wise to usually do this. So, why don't we do that? I'm trying to just think anything through here that I'm missing. I think the ability for it to change attitude is going to be very poor, but I don't have anything else over here to help me counter that. So what I'm looking for is reaction controls, and there isn't any. That's comms, that's power, thermal. Ooh, what's that? Glen leg mount. Huh. Oh, landing legs! Duh! Holy shit. Holy crap, those are huge. Yeah, landing legs would have been really bad to forget. Okay. Alright. That was kind of funny. Alright, so now we're gonna have to move these. God, that was almost a... That was almost a moment. Yeah, so typically what I do is I actually launch it from there, because it helps me give an idea of how much it can withstand on the pad. Why do these look like they're like inside? Kind of weird. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see if these legs can actually support it first of all. So we're gonna save that. Yes, it does. Fancy stands. Dude, boss came out fighting, kicked everyone's ass. Bad day, Bob. Having a bad day. This is cool. I like this mod though. There's a lot of cool, like, I love reusability. Spit that one out. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Whip that goat. Okay, so cargo components. I wish they had like a side launch cargo mod, but they don't. They added rotors and arms. Oh man, they added so much stuff. I haven't played this since like 1.7, I think. Yeah, see, there's no. I need reaction control wheels. I could go with like RCS, but I guess I can go with RCS. I'm pretty much gonna have to. Damn it. Alright, well let's just see how it does. Let's slap 10 tons on top of it. Actually, let's go with something a little heavier. You gotta stress it, right? You gotta stress it. There's 10. How about two 20s? How about 20 tons? What do you think, guys? 20 tons? According to the numbers, this should get there. Okay, so I'm just saying, according to the numbers, this should get there. Alright, so we're gonna go cowl 2.5. That. We need to put a separator. Nope, too small. T50? Nope, too big. I don't know any of these numbers. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here we go. Get our 20-ton load there. So the first launch is always the best launch. It's the one that always goes perfect and you get this great confidence, and then that's where everything else goes terribly wrong. Okay, so we're gonna adjust our stages down here. Yeah, we want the fairing to come off first. So what I'm doing is adjusting the stages down here. Saving, always save. Okay, so we're gonna try and launch 20 tons of essentially fuel in orbit. We'll trash it because it's cheap. This is just a test though. So we've got launch phase, we've got, oh, okay, so now my number's dropped. So now it's actually recalculated. It's 38,047. We are going to be very close. So I'm going to knock this down to 5 tons. We're going to do 15 tons total. Okay, so there's a 10 and a 15 in there. Yeah, see, now we're 4,000. We should easily make this. 4,000 is a good number because that will give you enough to turn around, do your deorbit burn, maybe get a little bit of a slowdown. Okay, so we're at 15 tons here. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this the BST-15 because it's just BST-15. Because that tells me that it is a booster and lifts 15 tons. Easy. Alright, so we've got launch, we've got legs, we've got slowdown, we've got decouple. It should be fairly stable. Screw it, let's find out. Here we go. First launch. Alright. Who's betting what? Is it going to be successful? Oh! I already forgot one thing. Forgot to put a mech jab on it. Unless it's not required. Oh, it's not required now. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to put my Delta V stats down there. Surface and orbit info. It's going to go down here. Surface info. This is always useful because it tells you how fast the ground is coming at you. Always useful information. Okay, so we use computerized guidance because it gives us consistent accuracy and consistent launches. I don't need to change the profile because I don't have boosters on this. So normally what you do is you would change the ascent profile, which is this. I like to usually spike high first and then take my turn because it's lower, it's thinner air. On this, I'm just gonna leave it alone because I don't have boosters. So auto warp, yes. Do auto deploy antennas, yes. Do not auto deploy solar panels. That goes terribly wrong. Support hot staging. Yeah, we don't auto stage. Corrective steering. Yes. AOA, force ground roll, electric is good. Keep limit throttle, no. Okay, we're good. All right, guys. This usually gets... I'm gonna turn this down a bit because it's probably pretty loud. We'll go right about there. I don't know why that music's coming from here. Oh, that's weird. Hold on. Sorry, I realize the audio is cross-feeding for some reason. I know everyone's really excited, right? Can't wait for it. Like, push the button, push the button. Oh, it's because it's in monitor mode. Okay, screw it, we'll just leave it on. No driving anyone nuts, so here we go. Manual gravity turns. Well executed manual gravity turns is half the, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like consistency. That's why I like using the launch profile. Maneuver node editor. No, I don't want that on. I want maneuver planner on, just in case we need to pull that out. Pretty sure there's the rest of the game. All right, guys, here we go. I do not have to turn that on. I do not have to turn that on. We should just be. Wait, we're going for 100. 100. Yep, good. All right, here we go. Who's giving me a countdown? We don't do countdowns. Okay, so that's good. Right off the pad. Weight looks good. TWE, yeah. TWR looks good. Well, we'll get the first part of our turn here. So imagine watching this from just down there. And then, like, only based on cameras that are there. 5 math. So Delta V's looking good. Still well below 3,000. And we're already at 5K, so that's good. So the thickest part of the atmosphere is from 8K below. Once you pretty much get above here, you're going to see this front end really start to heat up. Because we are boogieing. 520 meters per second at a little 12K. Yeah, she's cooking. So this is the thermal overlay. Go Bob and Doug. Nice. So yeah, that went. So here's your max Q event. I don't slow down for max Q because we're getting heat overloads though. It's not bad. There's only one part. I don't know what that part is though. That's alright, it's already passed. Okay, so it got a little warm. Not a big deal. Killing Kerbals, that's right. Okay, so down here you can now see our apiosis is set to 100. We're right at 100. It's nearly perfect. This should go into auto warp after it does the turn. Well, maybe it won't. Yeah, it was a warning. It's just about. So wait, next burn time's in 1 minute. Okay, so yeah, we can. It's trying to turn. That's why. Okay, so here is the first problem. This is that problem I was talking about. It cannot basically turn itself. So these reaction wheels are too small, so I'm gonna have to put RCS on it. But all in all, we could deal with this. So what it's doing right now, as you can see, is it's getting to that blue marker down the bottom. You actually can't see it. Damn it. It's getting to that blue marker, which is basically where it wants to be pointing when it comes out of warp. It's a 22-second burn in 1 minute 2 seconds, so it's gonna stop right around 40. Or actually at 20. Yep, there we go. So it should light up full power. We've got 1,026 meters per second to burn. We've got 1,600 in the tank, so this is perfect. So this boost was pretty good. Now, if we could just get it back on the ground in one piece, that's the hard part. That's the hard part. And the question is, can we splash it down? That's another hard thing to do. Okay, so that camera shift tells us that we've just hit orbit. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna set the tolerance to 1. All right, we're gonna turn our SAS on here. Oh yeah, it's having a real problem with that. Okay, so we're gonna jettison that. And then we're gonna jettison our load. So there you go, there's 15 tons into orbit. That's 15 tons of fuel. Not bad. So now what we do is we go retrograde. So, and we're gonna extend these fins. It kind of sucks that I have to extend all of them. But usually there's a button for that. Not a big deal. We're gonna extend the brakes. Oh. Oh. Oh, well that's a fun little effect. Okay. Alright, so now what we do is... So now we're ready for re-entry. We're facing our retrograde, which is basically means we're gonna slow down that way. I know it looks like it's right? Yeah, but this one comes back. Yeah, the missiles. That's exactly what they were. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna look for where KSP is. We're gonna come around. We're gonna let it orbit. Go one around. So we're good on communications because we've got ground stations. So that's good. So we'll pick up here. Yep. Yep, so we should pick up KSP right about there. Perfect. Okay, so now what we do is go back to here. We go retrograde. And what we'll do is we'll watch on the map for about where we'll end up. All right, so I'm adding some thrust. You can see the Parapsis is coming down. We're still 800. Oh shit, something exploded. Houston? I don't know what happened. I wasn't watching. I'm not sure what could have happened. So I was burning. Nothing should have been in the... Well, failure is always no. I don't play with revert, Stuart. I play no revert. All for keeps, man. Well, it's on D-orbit, so whatever I launch, we'll get up there. I love that that happened live. That was perfect. I could not have asked for anything more. Normally, I do not do burns without looking. I guess I got a little confident with that one. Yep, no reverts. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna keep this. I think I know what might have happened. So it was a separation here. Actually, it was a separation at the SAS. Yeah, it was a separation at the SAS. So something collided, probably. Because we saw the rocket take off. So that tells me that at least one tank and the engine survived. So it was something in this area. I'm going to guess it's these grid fins. I've never used the grid fins before. I've never had a failure with this type of design before, so we're going to blame the grid fins. Blame Elon Musk. Alright, so I'm going to take the load off. So what I'm going to do now with this is I'm going to save this like this, and I'm going to turn this into what's called a sub-assembly. So let me get my sub-assemblies. So what you do is you take this thing, put it over there. So now what we have is a sub-assembly. So now I could pull that, I could build a payload. And so what I do is 15 tons to LKO. So that tells me basics of the booster. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna design our comm satellites. We're gonna design them in a string. So we're gonna go new, don't save because we just already saved that. So what I'm gonna do is build a platform. Let's see, so we want like micro tiny satellites. We want them to be as small and boxy as possible. I think this is the smallest probe core. Nope, that's the smallest one. They had a square one. Okay, that's the one I usually like. Okay, so we're gonna use that one. So we're basically just building a tiny little satellite. All right, everybody, boss up. Boss it up. So okay, so Helmet already told us what he's gonna be buying Sarah for her birthday. Or he's buying her a Polaris. That's so generous of you, Helmet. So what are you guys expecting, hoping to buy, change, refactor in your fleets for this week while I build this comm satellite? Curious. Anything you gotta have, want to have, wish to have. You like the sound of the nomad? What do you like about it, Pat? Okay, so what have you heard? Because you know, we're all kind of, I think, at different boats here. What have you heard? What do you like about it? Okay, that's too big. We're gonna go with this one. Actually, this is the communication. I want that one. What have you heard about it? What do you like about it? Oh. So we really don't need a long-range relay. Variety is definitely fun. Yeah. Normally it's going to be a space yurt. Space yurt. Depends on the range. Let's see here. Refinery ship or starter multi-roll. Starter multi-roll would be very cool. Like a wood panel station wagon of spaceships. That's classic. Okay. That one won the day. Okay, so let's see. Direct. I want the long range direct 100G. Yeah, so I want this one. I want this one on top because this is a really great direct. So we want a good relay. They don't have a, see, I wish they had a good folding relay, but they don't. See, if I did just want to, oh no, I need positioning. Yeah, it's not gonna work. All right, so this is a relay out to 5. It's 100. 2G, 100G, 5G, 100G. Yeah, that's really what I need. Paint this ship yellow. Okay, so this game there's not a whole lot of options for painting, unfortunately. I actually don't need a long range there. I just need these. So 2G direct should be more than enough. I do need a good relay though. This is going to be tricky to package. Oh, I got a plan. Yellow. Okay, yes. There's not a lot of color options here. In fact, there is no color options. This is space. You don't get to just paint anything yellow. I can hear her screaming from here. I said yellow, damn it. Yeah, she loves yellow. She has a banana ship. She has a banana, was it a 325? A Black Widow scheme suits the shape actually. Nice. Paint it all yellow. You know what? If I could paint it yellow, I would totally do it. But it's not a thing. So there is a ScanSat. I forgot to load ScanSat. ScanSat's an awesome mod. Anyway, put a little flag on it. No, can't put a flag on it. How about a yellow flag? Okay. So I've got. I need power. Power would be smart. Power. So power. So back to the original question. What are we thinking for? What are you guys excited about? The IAE. Okay. Nope. Is there? IAE. What are we excited about? Does ScanSat have yellow in it? No, it doesn't. I own yellow. Yeah, that's right. Pixel's a banana, so you're gonna have to clear with him first, Sarah. Banana man. Alright, so really that's all this needs on it. There's not a whole lot to these little things. Oh yeah, sass would be a good idea. I don't think this has sass on it. Let's see. Oh, it does have stability assist. Nice. Okay. Well, there you go. Let me put another one down there. That's going to allow me to put it onto a mount to be able to launch it. Actually, I can make this even shorter. Do this. There we go. All right, now put 2 short-range antennas on it. Mangoes are better than bananas. Oh, I gotta say, do you have that picture, Pix? I gave you the banana. That was one of the funniest days ever. Alright, oh, no, don't want that. I want to go down with it. No, down, so down. Essentially what we do is we put these like that. Okay, so that's communications up, that's communications out, that's a relay, we've got power. Does this thing have power on it? Hopefully it does. Charge 5, yeah, that's not enough. Alright, so we gotta put a little battery on this bad boy. We use that as the base. It's gonna be funny looking, but we don't care. Ooh, actually gives me an idea. Show her the banana. I mean, that doesn't sound right. You get what I'm saying. Okay, perfect. Did you have the picture? I have no idea where it's at. Oh, you know what? I could probably find it via your face. Oh my gosh, guys. I have a bunch of cool pictures to show you. Hold on. You're going to want to see these. All right, hold on. A couple pictures of the little girls. I took them today. Oh, it's so fuzzy! So fuzzy! And then, blep. She got a little blep. Ah, so stinking cute! She's the worst. No, this is throwing it up in the room that she's in. This is such a goof. All right. All right, here we go. So this is why Pixel officially owns the color yellow. So I found this, I forget where I found this. His icons, she actually drew. I found this plushie and I was like, oh my god, this thing is awesome. So at our LAN party, or the Christmas one, we do a white elephant gift exchange. I was gonna put that in the gift exchange, hoping he didn't get it and watch him try and murder the person who got it. I didn't. I just got it for him. That was hilarious. So Pixel's going to be on the show, Sarah, as well. He was supposed to be on the 4th, but now that Burks has moved to 4th, as soon as he gets a camera, he's going to be on. That'll be fun. A fun player who doesn't play a lot of Star Citizen, has watched and been a backer for a long time, so it should be pretty fun. So we're going to call this KSAT KC Community. All right. Communication Satellite -K1 because it's orbiting Kerbal. I know, super namey. Okay, so we got a little detachment thing on the bottom. This should be good to go. Can't think of anything else that needs to be on here. I do feel like I'm missing something. I can't think of anything else. Oh, positioning. Stupid. I'm not very bright. Okay, so what we need to do is get this thing a positioning node, which basically means I'm just putting fuel on it. So it can basically raise and lower its orbit at will. That was pretty brilliant. Most satellites actually are pre-positioned. They basically are put into their orbits. I like to leave this up to the ability for the thing to change its own. Okay. Right, so we can go a little more crazy with this now. Give it a little more power just to make sure it never runs out. Okay. So there you go, Sarah. That's why he owns the color yellow. They had 2 types when I was there last week. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Brio. I mean, pound for cost, the Brio is definitely the best. Well, you did find one, right? Okay, so we got our launch satellite here. It is a skint 0.8 ton, 0.9 tons. So that's good, nice and lightweight. So what we're gonna do now is something a little weird and crazy and fun. Going to copy this. Can't remember if I copy. That's right. You can't copy. You can't copy the core node. Cartes, yeah, I know, right? Oh wait, at Microsoft you couldn't check it out? Is that Microsoft? Really? So that wouldn't let you. What about Micro Center? They said they had 17,000 in stock. That was pretty funny. Shit, I can't remember how to copy these. All right, so let's go back to this. I can't remember how to copy these now. There was a trick for this. Switch editor. Whoa. Oh, that's neat. Right? Yeah, Microsoft is a bunch of trolls anyway. Okay, so so what I'm gonna do is put this on a pad of 4 like this. I mean, in theory, I really only need 3, but so this is a 2.5. Yep. Okay, good. So it's a 2.5. So what we do is we flip that like that, and then we're gonna end up building this on top of there. The trick is I screwed this up. I screwed this up. See, I need to make this my command part. Oh, you can change this color from gray to orange. Oh, no shroud. Never mind. It just takes the shroud off. All right, we're gonna not save that. We're gonna rebuild that thing real quick here. This is actually pretty easy because I know what the design is now. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna grab this scamp little motor. Where is it? Nope, not that guy. We want to grab. Which one is it? Which one is it? There it is. Spark. Okay, and then we go to Oscar tanks. Should be more than enough. We grab our probe core. Oh wait, we need battery. Battery, probe core. We do our communications. I mean, in theory, I probably can go longer on this one. Nope, way too big. Okay, Coldplay song? I don't think so. Power. Let's see. 4 of those. Okay, looks good. All right, there we go. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. So what you said, this was CSK1. Communication satellite, Kerbal 1. Yeah, because it's... Yeah, okay, perfect. Alright, so now what we do is we turn this into... it should be 0.9 tons. Yep, perfect. Okay, so we're saving this. We're going to turn this into a subassembly. That's definitely not a Coldplay song. Kerbal based sat. It has 2G relay range. Alright. I do this because I built so much shit. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now what we do is we bring our booster back. So we load our booster. Bada 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 bang. Right, so yeah, okay, we're gonna keep this design, and I don't know. As much as I should probably, you know what? I'm gonna just put RCS on this. Fuck it. This is we're gonna do this the right way. We're gonna make probably a huge mistake here, but this is literally what this game is all about. All right, so we're gonna add RCS to this. RCS is the reaction control system. Highly explosive. If you guys don't know. When I mean highly explosive, I mean highly explosive. If something blows up on your ship, this is usually what it is. So there you go. So now we have to put the little RCS reaction control thrusters all over it. This is probably the best parts about the game. Vener, yeah, that's liquid fuel and oxidizer. Ooh. Yeah, but those are on off. I can't do those. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna use. So they're redesigning all of these as well, which is really exciting. Okay, so what we want to do is put these like in 6s right there. These are probably going to explode, but it's okay. They're gonna die for a good cause. Just letting you guys know now. All I gotta do is survive. Survive. These will definitely explode. Alright, so we're gonna change that. Okay, so now we've got reaction fuel, that's good. I should probably do reaction tanks on the side, but I'm not. Just letting you know that explosions are completely optional. All right, so let's go back to here. Let's go to sub-assemblies. Let's remove it. Move that. Put this back in there. Okay, yes, 15. 15 time to okay. All right. Okay. So midway update. This will be fun. All right. So now what I do is I take a platform here. Yeah, everybody boss up. Do it. Kitty wave. All right. Kitty wave. Do the kitty wave. So I actually can't do the kitty wave right now. I don't know why. I know it's working. There you go. Kitty wave complete. Okay, so now what I do is I take a platform, which is a business structure. Maybe? No. Payload. No. Coupling. Maybe? Nope. I know it's in here somewhere. It's the plate that I just had. Where the hell is it? Structural? Structural! Here we go. Alright, so we're going to do a 4-way quad adapter. Oh wait, we need the ejector first. Oh no, we don't. No, we need the payload first. Okay, so Airstream, yep. So now we take this and we flip it over. Check that out. So now we put 4 ejector couplers on there. That should do. 4, perfect. Okay, so what we'll do is creating little ejector couplers. So now I go back to my subassembly. I grab my satellite and then boom, look at that. 4 satellites ready to go in quad form. So now we have to build our shroud around it. Oh, guess what, Sarah? Okay, this is supposed to be gold, but it's not. Okay, there's a gold ring around it. Look. I can't change anything more than that. All right, we're gonna put a gold ring around it. There. You happy? It's the best I can do. You just got a yellow band around it. Okay, so now we've got our launch set up here. So what we gotta do is get our staging correct again. Okay, so staging there. We then do... No, we have to do these individually. Well, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to manually eject each one of them. That's fine. Totally normal. Alright guys, installing the first ever Kerbal Space Program Shadow Dynamics.
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers.
Comrade. Did we get everything? There's really only one way to find out. Oh, you have a little yellow heart. That's so cool. Is that a disc or a... Oh, it's better TV. Nice. Nice. All right, guys. What's the odds? What are we feeling? I'm thinking it's gonna be a complete success. Complete success. We're gonna recover our booster and everything. We're gonna put 4 satellites into orbit. It's gonna be beautiful. We're going to go to a 100. We're gonna limit. Yep, no auto staging. Same profile as before because we know that worked. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, go!
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers.
I know, right?
Viewer discretion.
No, it's because of, well, you probably don't know the story because I just figured it out. So after doing the show, like I've been looking for a host, or actually 2 hosts for a while because I kind of wanted to recreate a show and have a unique format, especially for the spacebar. I definitely needed one other host, but I was just like, just nobody works so well. Then we had Sarah on as a guest, and then like I got off, and it was like, it didn't hit me till the next day. It was like, wait a minute. I think I found my host. Perfect co-host. Yeah, it was kind of just clicked, and then as soon as I brought it up to her, she's like, yeah. So yeah, it is great to have you. Actually, it's great to have you, Helmet, the whole crew. I mean, you guys are, I love having people who played a long time, people who haven't played at all, people who play other games. I mean, it's just fun, you know? Looking forward to a very long and prosperous spacebar. How do I get your paycheck? Oof. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Nothing exploded. I wonder if Elon Musk ever says that during a rocket launch. Oh, good. Okay. Whew. Nothing exploded. Oh, dang. Dude. I get to relive my childhood trauma. Oh, okay. Okay, so now I turn on RCS, and you can see the little reaction control rockets working. So now it's actually turning in orbit way better. So that's good. Okay, so you should see it readjust here in a second. There you go. Nice. Okay, so now it should hit auto warp on its own. It did. Look at that. It's like working. Okay, so it's making micro adjustments. Our monopropellant is at 744, 750. That's really good. Blow it up! No, stop it! This isn't Star Citizen. Ladies and gentlemen, remind me to never have Sarah in mission control hovering over the red button. Push backspace, self-destruct. Oh, ballistic! Night, brother. Good job, man. Brother, looking forward to Friday, man. We will see. I'll be on tomorrow night, too, if you could join. Sorry about that, man. Hopefully you have a better day than what you are anticipating. All right, so what we're actually going to do now is we're going to loop around until it's sunlight again. Just because it's good to always do stuff in sunlight in case you have an incident. It also is good to have uplink. So I think we should be coming over to KSC here in a second. Is it 07? It's any which one you want. One of these days, Pixel will get off his ass and make me my cat salute emote, but you can scream at him. Pixel. Okay, so we're gonna go prograde. So that means facing the direction we're going in. More kaboom for your buck. Nice. They actually are pretty awesome in the dark. Not gonna lie. Okay, so we're adjusting. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of the shroud. Okay, shroud's good. So I'm gonna do a neat little trick that I learned at Space Kerbal School. And that is single ejects. So we're gonna eject. Okay, there's our first one. Let that go away a little bit. Turning off RCS. Okay, there's the first one. So now we go to the second one. Okay. It's like deploying it's like deploying Starlink. Just a lot slower. A lot bigger. No booms! This is not Star Citizen. We'll blow up stuff Friday, I promise. Okay, at least the next one. So then what I want to do is actually get these. And then... yeah, I don't want these to get too far because I don't want to lose control of them. Okay, decouple. Alright, so what we do now is you pick the first one. No, not the first one. Okay. Right, so what we do now is we... kind of sucks you have to hit these all, but... You need what you need is one of those. Okay, so now she's all fully extended. Okay, so we'll go to the next one, do the same thing. Because you don't want to come back to these things and find out they don't have any power, which I have done before. And then they require signal to actually extend. Extend antenna, extend antenna, extend antenna, extend antenna. Mega most ultimate wonderfuls. Is that a word or are you just making shit up? Yeah, I should have wired this all up to a triggered button, but that's not here nor there. What did I miss? Oh, linear. Ooh, the boss is up. Oh, you guys soloed the boss. Nice. Patton and Stewart, survivors. 550 each. Nicely done. Sarah, you died. She's got to rage and just storm the freaking mission control and just start hitting red buttons everywhere. Okay, guys, this is good. Check this out. So we've got 3 fully functioning communication satellites. This is super good. Now we get the tricky part, getting our booster back. Okay. Getting the booster back, guys. What is the odds? What are we thinking? Sarah, you may get your explosion. What do we think the odds are on getting the booster back? Booster back landed and in one piece, as you see it right now. After the first mishap, I'm guessing 80% likely. I believe we fixed the issue though. So I'm gonna say 80%. We're gonna plan our burn this time too. Yeah, shit. Darkness. Alright, so let's let these. So what's also going to happen now is those communication satellites are going to get further and further away, which is good. That's what we want. So what I'm doing is I'm rotating around until Kerbin is in sunlight. Oh, there we go. Okay, all right. So this time around, right about there's where you want to be. All right. So this time we're going to watch. 7.3% success rate. Damn. That's fierce, man. Hits me right there. Alright, here we go. We're gonna find out what happened with the boom. Alright, lighten it up, lighten it up, lighten it up. Going max burn. Okay, that looks really good. That looks really good. We're gonna see where that ends up. That should be damn close. Okay, good. That's not bad. We're gonna go a little bit more. We really want to drop this thing right down. Okay. Okay, see, that's perfect. So what you want is this trajectory. This should put me somewhere around KSC. All right, guys, here comes the hot part. This is where shit gets real. Okay, so my next stage is the stage that I want, which is the stage 4. Okay, so we're already too far. So we're gonna make another burn here until we just torch the rest of our fuel. Perfect. And so we're gonna torch some RCS. So what you hear is the RCS fuel's burning off. We're going to put those satellites in resonance. Yes, 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 Patton, they can all adjust themselves. So I'm gonna land this first. Land this first, not blow it up. So I'm gonna let these just keep burning because I don't really care. What we're gonna watch though is, all right, so we're gonna start getting into the hot part here. So this is a good trajectory. So what's happening is I'm going to get tons of arrow drag, and it should put me somewhere in the field just west of KFC. This is a very good entry. Pull it up first, then adjust it. Got it. Right. All right. So actually, I'm going to turn off the RCS because I want to. You can recover that fuel for money. So I've got the temperature overlay on. So we're going to see shit get hot really fast here. I should have enough aero braking. I should have enough aero braking.
When life seems good and the future is bright.
So far so good. Here comes the really, really hot part. Right when it hits about 20. This is a really good aim. Like your solutions to problem. Alright guys, the fire effect should be kicking on any second. Actually, no, it won't. We did really good with that. It's not going fast enough to be hot. Those air brakes are working really good. That was absolutely freaking brilliant for an entry. So what's kind of neat is I can set these air brakes to articulate, which is pretty neat. I'm actually gonna close them because it's coming down too slow. Oh, okay, wait, nope, we're reopening them. I got a little ambitious there. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, linear. So in this game, the closer you land to KSC, the more money you get back. So this will be 100% recovery. So this is awesome. All right, so we're gonna drop the landing legs. So we haven't landed yet. So let's not get too excited. There's still a lot that can go very terribly wrong here. So I'm going to deploy my chutes at about, where are we at? We're 100. Man, 100 meters per second. That is slow. No, there is no burn, Stuart. I do fuelless lands. It's a lot safer. In KFC, now you want to eat chicken. Snacks! I cannot believe how slow this is falling. Those air brakes are like massive. All right, so we're gonna pop our chutes. Here we go, chutes are popped. So drag chutes will kick in around 2,500. Right about now. There they go, drag chutes are active. Good, coming down to 50, that's good. Second set will go up at 15. Yeah, it does that every now and then. I think I've actually screwed this mic up. It's got a lot of issues. Plus I have OBS overlays on it and a bunch of stuff for backplays. But no, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I just want to say, JL. Okay, cool. Gotcha, JL. Welcome to the show, man. Holy shit, this is gonna take forever. All right, we're gonna speed this up. 6.6 meters per second is really, really good for a landing. Basically, this baby should touch right down. No explosions, Sarah. No explosions. Jeez. Chad, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. This, I think I've actually over-designed this. This thing is pretty op. Okay. Okay, here's where things will get interesting. It's landing on a slope. Let's see if they fix the legs. So the legs would slide. Okay. Come on, recover. Boom! Recovered! Yeah! No explosions. Sorry to disappoint you, Sarah. Okay, so I don't really care about science there. We gained back 205,000. It was 232 to launch, so that's really good. If I recall, it was 232 minus the payload. Let's check the payload. How much was the payload cost? Excuse me. So let's get rid of those. Yeah, dude, that was awesome. I only used like $20,000. That's pretty good. All right, don't save. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is go back out, and we're gonna position those satellites real quick. Jad. How you doing, buddy? Jad, weren't you the one who was saying you were gonna buy this game? Because this game's awesome. All right, so we go to relay, go fly. I'm gonna pick the first one, hopefully. So I usually put these in geosynchronous if I can. Give me an engine. Okay, so 15, 18, 50, that should be enough. Should be enough. Alright, so maneuver planner. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna call this one... Shit, where's the naming thing? There it is. It is a relay. This was, what was it? A1-1. Alright, let's do APOSS. What was the... It's 2665. Kerbin, geosynchronous, orbit. I think it's 2665. 26. There it is. So this will put them in geosynchronous orbit, which is usually pretty good. But I'm not sure they can make it. Might not have enough fuel. 6, 3, 3, 3. Okay, change HPS. Okay, next up. Alright, here we go. No RCS. I think I found a fatal flaw in the communication satellite. It's supposed to have reaction control units on it, but they don't seem to be working. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much fatal. Unfortunately, there is no self-destruct mechanism. I can't blow them up. I can't control them. Damn it! It's always one thing. Yeah, right, Patton? Dude, landing on Eve is tough. No, actually, it's shoot it. No, there's no guns in this. I don't have a mod for guns. I don't believe in weapons. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I would. Now that I have targets, I may just do that. If I waited long enough, these would be suitable. But, well, I'd like to say that there's always a ton of space trash floating up there at any moment. We've just added to it. Congratulations. Launched a completely pointless satellite network. Yeah, I did hear about that, Patton. Yeah, I did hear about that. The Soviets supposedly launched a couple satellites that had single-fired 23mm shells on them. Pretty funny, actually. All right, so let's fix this fatal flaw. I can't believe I did that. This pod should have a reaction control unit on it. Yep, it doesn't. Damn it! You can't win them all. So this is what was missing, this little thing right there. Space game, no good. Who broke the music? Did I not turn on? Oh, that's why. That's what fatal flaw was. I forgot to put reaction control units on it, or reaction wheel system on it. Oops. So now we have 4 floating duds that we can't do anything with. And it's kind of upsetting.
The god of light.
So we're gonna delete that and act like it never happened. Okay. K2.
The god of light.
But the booster worked brilliantly, so. Richter 23mm, the Almaz space station, and even used it once on a test. Holy shit, yeah, I totally believe it. Totally believe it. Russians were crazy. Fatal flaw was, it was, yeah, I was the fatal flaw. 4 floating duds can eventually fall back down and kill Kerbal. I like your optimism. Alright, out with the old, in with the new. Oops. Let's get the popcorn.
The god of
I can deorbit them, and we can watch them crash through the atmosphere. How about that? How about that? Will that make you happy? So we're gonna save this first. Let's go deorbit one and watch it fatally flip and explode down into the atmosphere. How about that? Will that make you happy? In fact, I'm probably gonna put fuel. It's probably gonna like try and go and like here. So I have to get it into a position where it'll fall really nicely. Because I can't control which. Oh shit. Do you want to watch it in the sunlight or in the darkness? Yeah, let's watch it in the sunlight. It's actually better that way. So I have to get it right about. Yeah, we're gonna have to watch it in the dark. Not much of a choice. Okay. Okay, engine on. Okay, it's now officially in a falling orbit. We'll leave some fuel on it. You're not gonna be able to see it that well, but she's definitely gonna torch. Alright, the wind's starting to take over. No, parts are starting to, here we go, here we go. Oh god, no! Goodbye, cool world! Oh, there goes one satellite. Oh, there goes the other ones. This thing might not explode. It's flipping around too much. It's spreading the heat.
Still and silent. Calm before the storm.
Oh my gosh, because it's going in on the engine. The engine has a natural heat shield.
Behind the throne.
It's actually
Into the
gonna
night.
survive.
Out of the dark. Take to the
That's not gonna survive hitting the water or ground or whatever's down there. I can't see what the hell it's gonna land on. I guess I could look at the map. Yeah, it's this game space is dark. Yeah.
This is the start.
Fuck it, let's just put it in the ground.
Reason and right.
8,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. Oh, it's gonna go in the water.
Yours and mine. Euphoria. Hide and seek.
There. Not very exciting, I know.
Glorious.
I really thought it would explode more coming in.
31 seconds. Auto sequence start.
I could have, why? I could have, probably... Yeah, if I can find one that's pointing the right direction, I can get it to load, like, actually crash. Could just slow it down just enough where it comes in really fast. Oh, this one will work. So pissed. That was such a great little launch. Oh, here we go. We could just fire it straight into the ground. We are not. We are in communication blackout. There we go. Oh, I think this is going to be very satisfying. Oh, this is definitely going to be satisfying. Oh, yeah.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at the speed. 2,700, 2,800, 2,900. Alright, Bix, take care, buddy. You can watch this. This is going to be good. Keeping up bail money available. I have intentionally sent this one straight into the ground. Here we go. Big bada boom. Oh yeah, there we go. There you go. Complete and total destruction.
Forever.
That was worth it. They actually updated explosions. Those look nice. I usually don't see explosions. Oh, there's a little tracking station out there. Nice. Alright, so I'm just gonna kill these other two. Terminate. Terminate. You've been terminated. Excuse me. Yes, she does. Explosions! Alright, so now we're gonna do this thing right. Even though we're well behind schedule right now. We're gonna go to the next morning. Again, always good to launch during daytime. Alright. Oops. Okay. Alright, here we go. Load. Everything should be already in order, with the exception of those. Schedule. Schedule. Okay, that's good. Alright, that's good. Alright, so let's bring this out. Let's save. Let's launch. We'll do this in fast mode.
This is how we are from the future. This is how you will become the light.
This time with controllable satellites.
We invoke the sacred imperative. Let there be light.
Alright. Sent guidance. Surface info. We should already be locked in. We are. Nav ball sent good.
Become the light of the world.
We'll use RCS. 3, 2, 1, launch. Some fun little assets having problems there.
Keep firing, assholes!
Let there be light.
Nice and clean. You can't accelerate this part, or I would. Okay, so back to the question. What are we excited to buy at the IE? What do you feel like must have? I'm gonna buy more Vanguards. I'm gonna buy, if I can, another Polaris. I'm thinking I gotta buy a shit ton of tokens for the show, for giveaways. Those are what I want to get. Well, the tokens are a must. I have to get those. Oh, that's a good question. What do you guys think the token will be? Or do you think there will be one? An LTI token?
Is how we are from the future.
I'm actually curious because I mean, there's obviously the new ship, but if this small starter ship is,
The sacred imperative together.
that's getting pretty warm.
Let there be light.
Yeah, we're right. I'm wondering what the token will probably be. The Nomad, if it's 70, yeah. Died messy, walked out into this. Nice. Yeah, Rue has a Nomad. Okay. Yeah, we know there's very good confidence going to be at least 2 new ships. What about the Perseus? Do we know anything about that? Was that the one that's going to be the starter ship? Yeah, I know. I can tell you in terms of that. Or when you take your helmet off to eat and then you walk outside. Did that a million times. All right, here we go. You get this stupid Comare and stupid Comare. No, Perseus is massive. Okay. Look. So, yeah. So we're thinking like, what, Polaris massive or like bigger?
The clock shows it's time for trouble.
Is it, wait, is that the one that they're not actually, it's not going to be something you could buy?
Trading pain for pleasure.
You're not talking about the Pegasus, are you?
Let's fuck up one last time. Straight overflowing. My fridge is empty. Got close to nothing. Your touch is plenty. Overflowing.
I don't know why the tolerance is still doing that. Alright, so we go to a program bigger than a hammerhead. Oh, okay. Change appears to be, yeah, okay. What is it? Have we figured that out yet? Spoiler pick. I love the name of that. The fridge. Put him on the fridge. I don't really care how close these are because they're really not gonna matter.
Let's go.
But we don't know like what it's supposed to be. Like what's the running odds on what it's supposed to actually be? Well, I extend all these out. Yes, this is perfectly safe to do this close together. You don't want them to run out of power though. Okay. It's a Dorito. Okay. Got it. Alright, so this is, yes, A2-1. This is, yes, A2-2. Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm excited about it. Hopefully they'll just drop it and it'll be awesome. And yeah, do we have do we have any idea like cost on it? I mean, it's probably gonna be like Hammerhead cost, I would think.
Let's go.
Nom 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 nom. You just want it because it's a snack, and I don't blame you. It's shaped like a deer. Damn it, now I want Doritos. God, Doritos are awesome. Some fucking Cool Ranch Doritos right now. Sarah, get to the car. Get to the car! Okay. Alright, so last one is J2-4. Alright, perfect. Alright, here we go, do everything the big boy. Retrograde, turn those on. Alright. 600 credit, okay. 1500, but with fewer, larger, slower guns. Interesting. So it's more like a strike ship.
The negative. The sun.
The moon. A spearhead. Nice. Nice. Nice, look at that. They're running away from me. That's perfect. Exactly what they're supposed to do. Size 7s. Ooh, nice. Damn, that's massive. Okay. Are they forward firing? Is it like an attack? They're quad 6s. Yeah, they're quad 6s. Rocket destroyer. Nice. Alright, here we go. Nothing's going to go wrong. Everything's going to be perfect. Yeah? Nice. Okay, so we're gonna go a little bit longer this time. Okay. It's like a 270. Wow! A zoom waltz! Nice! Okay, hit the brakes. Javelin is a cruiser, a Polaris Kraken is an escort carrier, Bengal is a carrier, right. Oh shit, wrong button. Why am I out of communications? Oh no! Okay, I just detected a small problem. So this is susceptible to plasma blackout. It's not good. Well, we're gonna find out if it can land in the ocean. No, it's horribly bothered by plasma blackout. That's not good. Oh shit, too much. You guys saw that. It actually stopped to 0. No! Not pulling it off. No, I'm not worried about Stuart. It's at the top, so... I'm actually very impressed with this video. This is easily, I think, the best one I've built so far. This thing has very little nuances. I do have to fix that plasma blackout problem. So we always put the legs down anyway when it lands in water, and it helps it break surface tension. At least that's what I tell myself. Alright, drag chutes are out. Regular chutes will deploy. God, that thing stops like a freaking dime. Alright, here's the real question. Does it explode when it hits the water? This is always very random. So what you want to do is set your SAS to that so it tries to stand up in the water, and then you recover it before it flops over. Right? Keep going back away. Yeah, but I ran out of fuel. Okay, so let's go normal speed. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Uh-oh. It's not recovering. It's not recovering. Yes! Yes! Yeah, the shoots are a little funny. They kind of defy physics. Okay, so it was 220 to launch, 205 recovered. That's awesome. I'm very happy with that. All right. All right, so let's get KSC1 or CSK 2-1 since we had our K1s go terribly wrong. Okay, let's try this again. Let's just try and raise them to 1,000 for now. Okay, so I have to engage this engine. SAS should already be turned on. It is. Let's see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Look at that. See how it's turning? That's what it's supposed to do. All right, so now we'll should be going into warp. It's not. That's okay. We'll force it into warp. Hopefully it will be in communication range of something. Which it looks like it's going to be. That's good. Oh, wait. There it goes. I was waiting for communication. Alright. What? Realize they should just settle further out from the center to have enough room. Like drunk Muppets. Drunk Muppets.
When tomorrow starts without me, please try to
That's good.
that an angel came and called my
Okay,
name.
so now we're gonna get that. So now we're going to circularize at Apiosis. See, this just makes life so much easier.
Walked through heaven's gates.
Alright, here we go. Flipping her around. It should go into
I felt so
warp.
much at home.
Yeah, it is. KFC. KFC's actually right down. Oh, wait, no, we're already over it. Yeah, when you get a higher orbit, too, it actually looks even better. There we go. We're coming up. Going up. Going up.
This is eternity.
Okay, we've got full communication. Excellent. Let's see. Yeah, PSP. Yep.
Please try to understand that an angel
Okay.
came.
Okay, so now we've achieved this at half the fuel expense. So this probably won't make geosynchronous, but that's okay. I'm actually thinking these shouldn't be in geosynchronous. So. Alright, there we go. We're now in our perfect orbit. I'm going to disable the engine, so the next time I take over this thing, don't accidentally hit the gas. I'm just fucking flying off. Done that a few times. God, I am hungry now. Alright, who's making the run? Okay, so that's got excellent communication to 4 spots. That's really good. So now what we're going to do is try and get 2 to be positioned on the other side. Okay, so activate engine, Apiosis, 1000, and create and execute. Okay. Alright, that went into warp, that's good. There's quite a few little blackouts at 100. I never noticed. This communication satellite will, or communications grid will stop that from happening, but So like actually right now it's probably communicating to, oh no, it's to a ground station. Yeah, see how it's doing the relay? That's working correctly. Excellent. Always good to know. There, you making a run? Popeyes, let's go. I'm so hungry right now. Wait, what do I have? No chicken, that's for sure. Benvita. I love these things. Alright, going up. Hopefully I've got good communication. Oh yeah, I do. Good, look at that. The relay is actually working brilliantly. So like right there, I would have lost communication. First relay is already working. Excellent. Alright, so now we do that. And that's done. Now we do circulars at Apiosis. What I wanted. Okay. You see this thing go winging out. Okay, so the other satellite is nearly on the other side. That's good. I could try and make them perfect, but as long as they're got complete coverage, we're good. All right, so now one's across there, one's over there. Really good. I know this is like the boring part. It's very gratifying though when you get it set up and it works. Loading. Right. Number 3. Rinse, repeat. Try and whip through this for you. See, this is how space exploration should be done. Rave music. Usually I have alcohol. Kids would want to do it more. Okay, so this one looks like it's going to end up just behind 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to see where it's going to end up first. Might make it late. Take a few orbits so it settles in where we want it. Hey Mags. Come here, Mags. Come on. Actually, that might not be too bad. Yeah, so what, I'm gonna go one more orbit. No, it's gonna be too close to that one. Oh, actually, that's gonna work out pretty good. Ish. Actually, I'll go one more round, and it'll probably end up right in the right spot. Yep, that's right where I want it. All right, perfect. All right, so let's go circularize at Apiosis.